Alright, film update time. Let's get right into it. Here's my school grade ranking of the DC live action films since 2013. Let's go. My friend and I pieced together an A through F ranking of the DC live action films since The Dark Knight Rises. So here we go. On the report card, here are the movies that got an F. Starting with Black Adam. Am I now just starting to realize that everyone, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, will say that their movie is phenomenal to get people to go see it, even if they don't believe it themselves? Justice League from 2017. Now this one's heavy. Zack Snyder lost his daughter during post-production, which ultimately resulted in him stepping away from the film. The original Suicide Squad. If you bring in Viola Davis, Margot Robbie, and Will Smith together to work on a project, it's not rude to ask for more than what we got. In Shazam! Fury of the Gods. What happened? I'm genuinely curious. This could have been DC's version of Guardians of the Galaxy. Here are the D grades on the report card, starting with Wonder Woman 1984. Pedro Pascal is still daddy in this film. Don't worry. Then we have Aquaman. You can thank Jason Momoa. He convinced the teacher that this film is a D rather than an F. On to the C's, starting with Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice. Before this movie came out, is there anyone who didn't want to see this? Because I think I'm more fascinated by the idea of this movie rather than the movie itself. And then we have Wonder Woman. I know this is an unpopular decision, but I'm not popular anyways. Is it terrible that when I think of B grades, I think of Ricky Bobby saying if you're not first, you're last? In the B grades, we start with Man of Steel. This was our first introduction, and a good one at that, to Henry Cavill as Superman, and now we might be getting this guy. Next, we have The Flash. The movie's fun. I just think there's too much best superhero movie ever conversations going on. Next, we have Shazam. The movie feels separated, yet equally connected to all the other projects going on, and that's what made it fun. And then we have Zack Snyder's Justice League. If it tells you anything, Snyder took a 2-hour film and turned it into 4 hours so that the story could actually make sense. And last, the A-list. Starting with the Suicide Squad. James Gunn is one of the few people who can tell the weirdest stories in the most personal way possible. Next, we have Joker. You have Heath Ledger, who won an Oscar for his role as the Joker, and then you have Joaquin Phoenix, who also won an Oscar for his portrayal of the Joker. Will he do it again next year in Joker Folie à Deux? And last but not least, the Batman. Can we say that Robert Pattinson has officially moved on from Twilight at this point? What movies would you have ranked differently? That is your film update.